The Iron Claw. The Iron Claw tells the true story of the Von Erichs, a wrestling legend of a family from Texas, and the movie is absolutely brilliant. If you're a fan of wrestling like myself and have watched it for close to 30 years, you know the aspects of what goes into a profession like this with the dirt sheets, the behind the scenes, and the real life emotion, drama, ego that transpires in that world. I've been a fan since I was little, and you kind of immerse yourself into this world of what wrestling is, what it can be, and for your entertainment and enjoyment. Now, this movie is a gut punch of emotion, and it's insane how well this movie captures everything from start to finish, from loss to even, capturing the family life between the brothers and how it happens. If you don't know who the Von Erichs are, look it up and look at the story and watch their wrestling matches. I mean, it's just absolutely brilliant how athletic and the charisma that these brothers had and what transpired and how the downfall happened. Wrestling movies are really, really hard to make and really, really hard to come by because there is not much of a fan base for it for film wise. I mean, you have The Wrestler, you have the documentary Beyond the Mat, you have other documentaries and autobiographies of stories that you see from Dark Side of the Ring to other aspects of what it is, what's true. You have certain wrestlers telling their story of a side of what happened, and you have someone else. And it's like, what can you believe? What can you not believe? You can't or can believe it if you want to, but you weren't there. So, if you're a wrestling fan like me, you know who the Von Erichs are. And the legacy that they left behind is absolutely so well done. Now, each actor plays a Von Erich to a point where they stand out on their own. But Zac Efron is amazing and he shows his acting chops. He is jacked like crazy, like a Greek god, and it absolutely shows. Whatever his workout health diet regimen was, I applaud him for it because he looks amazing. Not only that, Jeremy Allen White from The Bear is another standout. He just doesn't have the dynamic of what he brings to the role of what Von Erich brother he played, but it goes to show that the aspect of what this film is emotionally well written and just crazy. Also, as you watch it, you can tell that who certain characters are. Like you can spot Ric Flair. Simple, easy. When you know the name Ric Flair, you know who that is. Other aspects is Hulk Hogan, whatever. You know who these wrestlers are and who these names are just by seeing how they are dressed. But it's very hard where an actor can capture a wrestling character on film because it's just not them. Ric Flair is Ric Flair. Macho Man Randy Savage was Macho Man Randy Savage. Rowdy Roddy Piper was Rowdy Roddy Piper. There's no actor out there or person that can duplicate what they did in their prime or in their career in wrestling. Now, the movie is much more so emotional, in your face than The Wrestler, which starred Mickey Rourke, which was a phenomenal movie and very, very underrated. And I still say to this day, sidetracking off of it, is that Mickey Rourke should have won an Oscar for that film. It's a solid movie, and I will say, going into it, go with it with an open mind. Something that you don't understand what this movie is or what the family of the Von Erichs are. The weight of the world will be on your shoulders when you leave the theater. It will stay with you for a while, maybe a few hours to a day later. You're just thinking about, wow, what is this? Maybe it'll introduce you to the wrestling world if you're not a wrestling fan. If you're a film fan, check this movie out. The wrestling scenes are well done, but when it comes to wrestling movies, there hasn't been a movie to capture the essence of what and how happened, or what happens in the ring for that matter. Between aspects of the old days with WCW, ECW, the WWF, which is now the WWE, and now you have AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and it goes to show what can happen. It's what the world is and how and what goes into it. And if you know, like I stated, what the dirt sheets are, the leakers, whatever, and it changes your perspective of what wrestlers do for 350 days of the year. They're always on the road with live shows, house shows, premier live events, which used to be called pay-per-views, and even working on during the holidays. It's just a camaraderie of what happens. This is a heartfelt movie that will show you of how the emotion is captured in that world. Injuries do happen, yes. And it shows like, oh, wrestling's fake. Okay, it is fake, but it's entertainment wise. But these athletes do get hurt. But they put their body on the line to entertain you, to entertain me. Because I go to these wrestling shows, I want to be entertained. I want to feel that rush of the crowd. I want to partake in everything. When you do that, and if you haven't been to a wrestling event, go do it. Do so. And then the Von Erichs really captured what it could be, because they could have been World Wrestling champions. I mean, heavyweight champions. They had sub championship reigns, and it's just interesting. But when you see this, you will know the name of the Von Erichs, and you will know what wrestling is, whether you're a fan or not. This is a heartfelt movie, and I didn't expect this to be a really, really good movie. And for the length of it, what it was, you could have made this a 3.5 hour film and got everything in there. But it's just what it is. There are some aspects that are left out, and you can see the editing is interesting and choppy at times because it just goes into a different story or aspect. But it's done so well where every single actor that is in this, that is playing a Von Erich, really, really works well off each other. And it just goes to show that wrestling movies are very near and far from being perfect, but this could be the stepping stone of what it can be. With the wrestler with the Iron Claw. If you don't know what the Iron Claw is, look it up. It's just a finishing move that one of the Von Erich brothers did, but it's so well done that it's just like this, and they put it on top. It was exciting, fun. Watch Kerry Von Erich versus Mr. Perfect for the Intercontinental Championship, or as Kerry Von Erich was called, the Texas Tornado. It's a fun match. It's a great, great match, and it's sad that both of them left us at such a young age, but you will enjoy a movie like this. And if you're a wrestling fan, like I keep stating, it's really, really good. For me, the Iron Claw gets 5 out of 5 stars. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about the Iron Claw. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What did you think about the aspect of the story, the acting, the wrestling feel of the world? Are you a wrestling fan? If not, how were you turned onto it, and would you give wrestling a try, and do you like the entertainment aspect of it? Who is your favorite Von Erich? What is your favorite Von Erich match? And do you think that each actor captured what the Von Erichs are and were? And was this movie a gut punch of emotion to you like it was for me? Let me know in the comment section below about all the questions I just asked. And be sure you click that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for new review videos on my channel. And also let me know what rating you would give the Iron Claw. I'm Mr. Filmstock, and thank you so much for tuning in.